Hey guys, welcome to GS Fishing. Today's June 1st. I'm gonna give you a deal alert today that I found this weekend. So hopefully you guys had a great weekend fishing. I did, I took my kids out, we had a blast. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a new channel. I'm somebody who used to be into the sport, kind of stepped away for a little bit of time because I was in an inner city area out in the West Coast, moved back to the Midwest, and I'm rediscovering a lot of this. I'm taking you guys along for the ride. And today I was out, like I said, I was out fishing this weekend, and it was really clear to me here in northern Indiana that the bass are starting to go into that post-spawn phase. They're moving off the shallows, and the biggies, the big fat ones, are moving a little further offshore. So I had to go make some tackle adjustments. I went back out, and I'm going to be doing a tackle drop here in a couple of days, showing you what I went out and picked and why, and some of the considerations. And I'd love to get your guys' feedback on that. For those of you guys who were out doing this a little bit more recently, and maybe I'm missing something, all right? But this is really a deal alert video. So I went out, I don't have a Bass Pro or a Cabela's locally, but I do have a Dick's, I have a Sportsman's Warehouse, and of course I have the local mom and pop brick and mortars I love supporting. Well, this one particularly happened to be at Dick's. So I stopped in, and like a lot of people, you know, you start off, you start getting back into it, and you pick up your tackle systems, and maybe you have like the old Plano guide systems and stuff like that. And you have some of the old boxes that are just basically your old plastic ones. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a lead up here, I get it. And then you went up and got the restrictors that are the watertight ones with the nicer dividers and stuff on the inside, so you can start stepping your game up a little bit and keeping it a little bit more organized with a little bit more rigidity. And then you've always looked at those Plano edges and you just don't know about them. Well, the deal that I found at Dick's this weekend, hopefully you guys can score on this, no pun intended because they have the scorecard. But if you go there and they have the lodge system, now I can't vouch for each Dick's. I have two here locally in my town. The one has this stuff, the other one doesn't. It might just be based on market as well. So the one that has, like, I would consider the nicer stuff, they seem like they get like a little upper end stuff in it, has the Plano edge. But here's what's really cool, is they have the smoking deal. So if you guys have been thinking about this, you've got this, either you've been looking at the Plano edge, or like I said, you've been using the old Plano guide stuff and you've been thinking about making that transition, you haven't really gone to the soft side or the backpack stuff yet, now might be a really good time to do it. Here's why. So first one, this guy was 70% off. So this is the Plano 3700 series Synergy. It's in mossy oak water. And if you can believe it, it was 70% off, and I picked this thing up yesterday for $14.98 locally. Now, this bag does not have any of the trays on the inside. It's basically just the outer shell, all right? And it was only for this version. It wasn't for the 3700 series that had some of the trays in it already. It was only this guy. But that's where it gets cool, because depending on your Dick's, and if you've been looking at this, and this is where I'm going with this, if you've been thinking about doing some upgrade on the tackle, which I've been doing recently, they had the Plano edges. Now, they were limited in what they had. They didn't have the terminal tackle, they didn't have the double deeps, they didn't have the spinner one, they didn't have the soft plastics deep box or anything like that, but what they had was the 3700 and 3600 standard stacks. And what's beautiful about these, if you guys haven't seen them before, they're super nice. They basically got one-hand operation here, so you can put everything in here. Not only is it restrictor, but they've also got water wick in here, which is basically like silica packs on the inside here. And all of the separations, all of the dividers are pre-cut and they're perforated to allow ventilation to go through it. None of the stickers are super loud, don't leave any sticky residue. They're basically static, clung right under, so they peel right off. You get nice one-handed operation, and you can write what you have on there to organize your tackle. No, I'm not sponsored by Plano. Like I said, I just bought this stuff locally and I thought it was a super good deal. So these are normally like $24.99, even online. It's kind of like a fixed MSRP with these things right now if you can find them. Dick's had these on sale for buy one, get one half off. So at $25, you pick up a second one. You get two of them basically for $37.50, which comes out to $18.75 a piece, which is only about $5 more than this guy right here. And it is a heads, and it's like leap and bounds beyond in quality and just the fit and finish and the usability. They're stackable. Organization wise, so needless to say, I had started getting these a little while ago, but I thought, man, this is too good of a deal to pass up. So if you look at this $37.50, you kind of go for a couple of them, so sub $100, you can get into a $3,700 series bag soft side with 4 Plano edges, and then you can also put a 3600 here in the front, which my local Dick's had. So you guys might find value in this, not. For those of you looking to make that transition, you guys have been in this for a while and you've been just kind of holding off, waiting for that sale. Now might be the good time to do it before they all disappear off the shelves, I should say. And that's really it for this one. I wanted to get this one out. I'm going to be doing another video here in the next day or two showing all the tackle that I went out and picked up locally, and I'd love to get your guys' feedback on that as well. And I'll show you some of the stuff that we caught from this last weekend, including a surprise that my daughter caught on 6-pound mono on a Shakespeare kids reel with a crappie tube. You'll want to wait for that one and watch your mouths drop on that. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope if you guys need this, it was just a heads up. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, stay safe.